This is Arvindananda is going on to start the new topic, Introduction to MySQL. So, what is actually MySQL is? We are already discussing about different type of relational database in previous classes. Today I will discuss about what is MySQL. As you know, the MySQL is a relational database management system. It is a free open source software. Okay. So many database or relational database we are using day to day life. Oracle is one of the database, Oracle, and MySQL is another. It is also a relational database. So many other also we are using, DB2, Ingress, Sybase, DB2. So many relational database are available in the market. But so Oracle and MySQL is very popular. Most of the Asian countries they can use these two, that is Oracle and MySQL. So Oracle is a database, a relational database, and MySQL is also a relational database management system, or it is a software. Practically we implement how to manipulate the data by using the database. Oracle database and MySQL database. It is a relational database management system. It is a software. Basically, it is a software. So, if you talk about MySQL is a RDBMS, relational database management system. It is a software. It is a software. It is also a RDBMS. But what is SQL? MySQL is a structured query language. SQL stands for structured query language. Structured query language. So, if the question is asking what is the difference between SQL and MySQL, or what is the difference between SQL and Oracle? So, Oracle and MySQL is a database name. It is a database or relational database. The database name is MySQL or the database name is Oracle. So, what is a SQL? SQL is a structured query language. It is a language. This language we are using in Oracle and MySQL. MySQL uses SQL language. Oracle also uses SQL, structural query language. So, MySQL is already basically it is a open source software. It is a open source available in the market freely. It is a free open source. You can easily download from your net. It is available. So, basically it is developed for your web database or web applications. Most of the companies like big car companies they can use the MySQL as a database, like your Amazon, your day to day life you are using YouTube or Facebook. So, they are using that is MySQL as a database. Oracle similarly it is also one of the popular database that is used by the Google cloud based applications. We are using Google use Oracle database. TVS Suzuki also use Oracle database. So, I am talking about some popular name. Then Coca-Cola is a company which also use the Oracle database. So, basically we are using the database to store your data. Store data, retrieve, manipulation, update, everything we perform by using the database. So, then we will discuss about classification of SQL or what are the languages or classification of languages. classification of SQL or SQL command. You can say SQL command. We can classify into 4 types. It is of 4 types. You can classify of 4 types. The first one is DDL, data definition language. Data, D for data, D for definition, L for language. The total SQL language is classified into 4 groups, and second one is DML. So DML means data manipulation language. D for data, M for manipulation, and L is a language. Data definition language, data manipulation language. Third is DCL. DCL means data control. Data control language, DCL. And fourth one is TCL. T means transaction, C for control, L for language. Okay, there are 4 groups of, we can classify the SQL into 4 types. That is DDL command, or you can say language or commands. DDL commands, data manipulation language command, DCL commands, and TCL commands. What are the commands are in DDL and what are in DML, and what are the commands we are using in DCL and what are in TCL. So DDL means data definition. You can define the data. Define the data means you have to create. Create is a command which is comes under, what are the commands? Basically some of the commands which are coming under DDL. That is create. Create is a command we can use in DDL. Create a table, create a database. So the database table, what is the difference? So collection of database is a collection of tables. Okay, so collection of table to form a database. So create is a command which is come under DDL. What you create? You create database, you create table, create a table, create a database. So create is a command which is coming under this. Alter. Alter is a command which is again coming under DDL. Alter means to modify. Modify, what modify? Modify the structure of the table or database. You can modify the structure. Modify the structure. Suppose a table is already created, by using the create command you have to alter something, change something, to add a new column, to delete a column, to modify some data, like that. So by using modify the structure of table, so that command we are using alter command. So alter is it is of DDL type. Then another command may be a drop is a command, rename is a command, drop, rename. Drop means delete a table, delete something. Delete means what you delete? Delete the entire table or delete a database. Drop command delete the database completely, the structure as well as the records. Completely the database or table delete from the memory. Drop. Drop is a command to delete a table completely from memory. That means the structure as well as the records, everything will be deleted from the memory. And what is a rename? Rename means I want to change the database or table name to another name. Rename means you can give another name to a table. That is your rename command. So these are the commands which are coming under DDL, data definition. Next go for DML. DML means data manipulation language or data manipulation language commands. What are the commands we are using in DML? So many other commands are there. So I am discussing some important commands which are covering in DML. Select is a command. The second one is DML. DML is what are the select. Select is a command which is used in DML. You can manipulate the data. So you have to create a table, insert records. That means you have to manipulate. Manipulate means you have to select the record display on the screen. So select is a command. So select some records from the table or from the database and display on your computer screen. Select from table name. So what you select, you give some conditions maybe. So select star from table name. Star means all records. Select all records from the table and display on the screen. What you write? Select star from table name. Suppose you are created the table name is employee. Employee is already created. So it is created, that is in memory, but you have to display on the screen. How to screen? It is displayed by using select. So select star. Star means all records. All from the table name. Table name is let it be employee. So select star from employee. That means all the fields, all the data are selected from the table and display on your computer screen. So that purposes we are using select command. So select is under what? It is coming under DML, data manipulation. So another is insert. Insert the records. Insert is a command. Insert is a command which is also comes under DML. So insert means inserts records. A table is created. If the table is having empty, having no value, what is your purpose to create a table? We have to insert some records. Suppose in your college there are 100 students or 500 students or 5000 students. So we want to create a table. The name of the table is let it be student. A table is created in the name of student. So you have to insert. We have to insert the record of the student. Roll number 1. What is the name? What is the address? Which year? Which section? Like this. So we have to insert the records. Record roll number 1, roll number 2. According to the roll number, we have to insert the records. So insert is a command to insert the records. What is the syntax? Insert into table name. Insert into table name values. Okay, so this is a insert command. Insert is coming under what? Under DML. Another is delete. Delete is a command. Delete is a command which is coming under again DML. Suppose you are asking what is the difference between drop and delete. Drop means delete, and delete also a command is used for delete. If you use the drop, what will happen? Drop means completely remove. Completely remove means that is a table is deleted as well as the data will be deleted completely from the memory. And delete, if you write the delete from table name, delete from employee, delete from student, where some condition is also given. We are not completely delete all the records. Some specified records you want to delete. So delete means you have to delete the records, but the structure is not delete. The structure is already in memory. Suppose you are creating the table, the name of the table is like this. Suppose employee is a table, you are already created by using create command. Employee having in number, in name. Suppose there are two fields. So employee number 01, name is suppose N1, 02, N2, suppose 03, N3. Suppose there are 3 records. Suppose you write delete from employee. Delete from employee. Delete from employee means all the records are deleted. But the structure, this structure is still there. The structure employee is there, employee number, in name is already there. Only record will be deleted. So how many records? All the 3 records will be deleted. But the structure of the table is not deleted by using delete command. So but if you write the drop command, drop means already drop table name, or drop database name. Suppose I write drop table employee, means completely the table will be vanished. If the table will be vanished means structure as well as all the records, so that will be vanished from the memory. If you write the delete, only record will be delete, but the structure is still in the memory. So that is the difference between drop and delete. So delete is coming under what? Delete is coming under DML, data manipulation. Another DCL is already data control. So what are the control command? Control means, so I am a database administrator. Who is administrator? Administrator is a super user. Administrator is a super user. So there are so many users, you are the users, the students are the users, there is some super users. The supervisor will provide the permission to different users. What permission? Which part of the database will be used by which user? That means, suppose in a particular organization there are different sections. One section is the exam section. So exam section data is very confidential. Not all the users to access the exam section data. Only few of the people will access the exam data. So that means, what permission? The permission will be granted by the super user or administrator. Which part of the database will be used by which user? Granting permission, read permission, write permission, update permission. So there are two commands basically coming under this DCL is, so basically we are using grant. Grant is a command. Grant means privilege, to provide the privilege means permission. I will provide the permission to the different user. Another is revoke. Revoke means withdraw permission. Grant and revoke. Grant means provide the permission or to grant the permission to the different users. Which part of the database will be used by the which user. Privilege provision provides by the grant command. Suppose I am giving permission to user 1 only access the database, only read the database, only read permission is granted means only the user 1 will read the database. If I will provide read, write, update permission, so then user 1 will be read it, update it and write the updated values. So that what type of permission will be granted? Who will grant the permission? The super user will provide the permission. That permission is a grant permission. To provide the permission means privilege. Which part of the database will be used by which user? Suppose there are in a table, in a database there are 5 tables and giving permission to use only 3 tables. Another tables I am not giving permission to the supervisor. So that's why I am not using that part. Revoke means what? Revoke means withdraw permission. Suppose initially some permission is granted to a particular user, in further time I want to withdraw the permission. So we are using revoke. Revoke means the granted permission what already granted that will be taken away. That means you can remove it. That is your revoke. So revoke is coming under DCL. Already discussed about TCL. Last class already discussed about TCL. TCL means transaction control language. TCL is last class already discussed about TCL. Transaction control. Transaction control, what are the commit? Commit is a command which is commit is already last class I am already discussed. Commit is a command which is coming under TCL. Transaction, last class discussed about what is a transaction, what are the states of the transaction, so what are the properties of transaction. Already discussed some commands of TCL means transaction control language. Already discussed commit. Commit is a command which is used in TCL, transaction control language. Commit, save point, another is rollback. So all these three already discussed in the last class, only you have to remember that. So these three commands are coming under, that is TCL, transaction control. How to control the transaction? We are performing different transaction. If you write the commit command after the completion of the transaction, if you write commit, commit means the update value is already saved in the database. So if you are not using commit, still now the data is not saved in the database. So, commit means the transaction is successfully completed and it is stored in a or saved in a database successfully. Save point is what already discussed in the last class. So, save point is just act as a, suppose you are inserting one record and you create a save point. Save point name. So, create save point means it is just act as a pointer, it pointing to a particular records. Suppose in the further time I want to back to a particular record, then by using the rollback we go to a particular save point. So, rollback to a save point, particular save point. So, that means you go back to a particular records in a table or a transaction, that is a rollback. So, these are the basic concepts we are using in SQL. So, one by one more clearly I will discuss about some commands of DDL. So, data definition language commands. What are the commands? The first command we are using create. So, create is a command we are using DDL. So, what is the use of this command? This command is used to create a table or create a database. If you want to create a database, so this command is used to create a database, or you can say create what we create a table. So, database is, suppose this is a database, you give some name of the database. Suppose the database name is D1. So, this database having a number of tables, table T1, table T2, table T3, T4, Tn. So, n number of tables. So, database contains number of tables. You may create the table or you may create the database. So, first you create the database, then you store different tables. So, how to create? By using the create command. So, create a command, by using the create command we have to create the database. So, what is the syntax? Create database name. Suppose my database name is D1. D1 is my database. I want to create a database. The name of the database is suppose D1. How to create it? So, you write what is the syntax? Create database. What you create? Database. Create database name. So, what is the name of the database? So, name of the database is what? D1. Suppose I want to create the database, what you write? You write create database name. Database name is, let it be D1. So, that means what you show? The database is created. That means the name of the database is D1. So, select the current database. How to select? Already D1 is created. How to select that one? What command you use? Select a particular database. So, what command you use? Select the database. Suppose you are creating some database. So, you have to select the current database. So, current database suppose D1. D1 is the name of the database. So, how to select? Use. The command is use database name. So, at the end of the statement you are putting the semicolon. What is the semicolon? Semicolon indicates the end of the statements. So, that you write use database name. What you write? So, your database name is let. So, use database name is D1. This name is what? The current database I am creating, name of the database is suppose D1. So, what you write? Use database 1. I want to use, I am already created the database. The name of the database is D1, I want to use it. What purposes we want to use? I want to make some tables to store in that particular database, or do you perform some operations in a database. So, for the use purposes we have to write use database name, that is your D1. Suppose there are number of databases are there. So, show the different database. How to show it? That is not only D1. Suppose there are 5 database are there. D1 is one database, D2 is another database, D3 may be another database, to show all the database. So, what is the command? The command is show. Show is a command to show list of database, list all the database, list all database, or to display all the database. Suppose there are 5 database are there in a server, D1, D2, D3, D4, D5. So, I am to show that one. So, what is the command? Show is a command. Show is a command to show all the database. So, this is coming under DDL, data definition language. So, show is a command, show database. That means all the database will be displayed. What are the, suppose there are 5 database, all the database will show you. Suppose I want to delete, already created, in the further time it is not used, I want to delete it completely the database structure as well as its records or the tables, everything will be vanished. So, what command will be used? Delete the database. So, how to delete? What the command? Delete database. So, what command you write? Drop database. So, drop means completely database will be removed from the memory. Drop database name, which database I want to delete. Suppose I want to delete D1. D1 is already created. Suppose D1 is the name of this database D1. I want to delete it. It is already in memory. I want to delete completely from the memory. So, I will write what? Drop database, then name of the database. What is the name of the database? The name is D1. That means D1 will be deleted from the memory completely. So, this is the command we are using for the database purposes. Similarly, what are the commands we are using for table? Like your database, so you have to create the table and drop the table, delete the table like this. So, these are the different commands we are using for table purposes also. So, now for table queries, for the table what you write? For the table you have to create a table, like your create a database, similarly create a table. So, tables are inside the database. Suppose this is a database, the name of the database is D1. So, here there are number of tables T1, T2, T3, T4, let it be Tn, n number of tables. So, how to create a table? Like you create a database, similarly you have to create a table. Similarly, the command is create. So, create a table. So, again the command is same, create table name. Suppose I want to create a table, let the table name is suppose employee. So, what you write? Create table employee. So, employee is a table. So, within this table you write the data values. So, field name you are write here, write the field name with size. Suppose create table employee having employee number is a number type size is suppose 4, comma employee name is a varchar 2 size is suppose 20. That means I want to create a table. The name of the table is what? The name of the table is EMP. In the name of EMP, I want to create what? The table. The table having how many fields? The first field is employee number and second field is what? Employee name. And this employee number is of which type? It is a number type. Already declared it is a number type. And this field name is of which type? Name is of varchar 2. Varchar 2 means variable character. Number, special character as well as the character it will accept. So, employee number and employee name, or it may be address, that is depending upon you. So, you have to declare this is the field names and what is the size and what type it is to create the table. So, it is the table is already created. Suppose I want to create a table, the name of the table is employee, I am already created the employee table. So, it is not visible to us, it is created in memory, but how to display on your computer screen. So, what you write? DSC, DS means description. What are the description of this table? So, it is already in memory. So, you write DSC, DSC means description of the table name, DSC table name. So, DSC is a command who will display the structure of the table on the computer screen. DSC table name. So, DSC table name. So, DSC means description of the table. It will display the structure of the table. So, you write like this, DSC table name is suppose EMP. So, that means the structure of the table as well as its field and its data type, that will display on your computer screen. Okay. So, employee E number is of number type and what is the size? E name is of varchar 2, what is the size? So, the structure of the table display on your computer screen. If you create the table, it is already stored in a memory, but not visible to you. If you write DSC means the description of the table will display on your computer screen. Then go for alter or modify. Modify the structure of the table. The table is already created. I want to modify it. Modify the structure of the table. Modify the structure of table. Modify the structure of table. What to modify? So, already I am creating a table, the name of the table is EMP. So, EMP is my table already created by using the create command. So, your table name is what? Table name is EMP. EMP is the name of the table having two fields, employee number and employee name. So, in the further time, in a future, suppose I want to add some new column, there may be a possibility I want to add a new column. A new column will be added maybe in future, or I may delete some column, maybe add or delete, add a column or delete a new column. So, that means you have to modify already existing table is there, I want to add a new column or delete an existing column. So, that is called your modification. So, what command we are using? The command is alter. So, alter is coming under DDL. So, alter is a command. So, alter is a command. By using the alter command, we can modify the structure of an existing table. What you alter? That means modify means I want to add a new column. Suppose employee number is already there. I want to add another field, let it be employee address. Employee address is a new field I want to add. So, addition is required means you have to modify. Suppose already existing 3 columns are there, I want to delete one column. Delete is also possible. Okay. So, one by one delete a column. So, already existing there are 3 columns are there. Suppose let it be employee number, employee name, suppose E address is already there. Let I want to delete some columns. The first is suppose I want to delete, not exactly 3, there may be some multiple columns are there, maybe another. So, I want to delete a particular. Let this column is not required, I want to delete it. Let initially there are 4 columns are there, column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4. I want to delete the last column. Let the column name is suppose C1 is another column is there. So, how to delete it? So, delete a column from the existing table. So, what command we are using? Drop. So, alter table, delete column. Delete column. What delete column? Delete column from an existing table. So, a table is already created previously, I want to delete a particular column. So, what you write? You write the alter. So, alter table. What table you alter? Your table name. Alter table, you provide the table name. which table you want to modify or alter. Alter table name. Then what you perform, you delete. Delete means what? Drop. The column is dropped. Drop a column. Drop column name. Okay. So you want to delete a particular column. Suppose what you write, suppose I want to delete the column is, suppose C1 is a column is already there, I want to delete this C1. So you write alter table, sorry, the name of the table is EMP. So alter table name is EMP. EMP is a table, I want to alter it means I want to delete a particular column from employee table. So you write alter table name. So what is the table name? Employee. What you drop? You write the drop. I want to drop a column, not a single column, multiple column maybe. If you write multiple columns, you write the multiple columns name. Suppose I want to delete a single column. So column name is suppose C1. So that means the C1 will be deleted from the existing table. Okay, so drop means delete a particular column from the table. Similarly, this I want to add a new column. Already existing 3 columns are there, or two already there maybe. In this particular table, I want to add a new column. So initially let it be there are 2 columns. So I want to add a new column. What I will do? This is my initial table, the table having employee number and employee name. I want to add another column, let it be salary. So this is a new column I want to add. New column added. That means it is already not in a table, you want to add it. So what you write? In place of drop, you write add. So that means I want to add it, so you write alter table name, alter table name, alter table name. Then what? Add a new column, the command is add. Add means a new column will be added. Add column name. Which column you want to add? So what you write? You write like this: alter table name is employee. Then add, what you add? A new column will be added. Add column, suppose salary. Okay. So its data type and the column name you added. What is the data type? Data type as well as the size also you mention. Okay. Suppose I want to add salary. Salary is of which type? Salary is, let it be number type. Type is a salary is a column name. What is data type? It is a number type. What is the size? The size is maybe 5. Okay, that means a salary field is added into the existing table. So this is basically about your data definition language. Then the next is we go for the next is data manipulation. Okay, manipulation is just like similarly like your drop a database. Similarly, you can delete complete the table. The same command is drop. Completely, I want to delete the complete table. Complete table. The similar concept is write the drop. Drop database. Drop table. So, drop is a command to completely remove a table from the memory. So, the command is drop. So, drop table name. The syntax is drop table name. So, you write like this, drop table emp. That means the employee table is completely removed from the memory. So, this is about your DDL, data definition language. Similarly, data manipulation. Manipulation is, that is select. Select is a statement, insert is a statement that is coming under DML, data manipulation language. DML. The first is your insert. So, insert is a command we use to insert the records in a table. So, table is already created. So, what is the name? The name of the table is employee. Employee number, suppose employee name. But this table having no record, only the structure is created, but record is not inserted. Okay. So, how to insert the records? By using the insert command. So, create is a command to create a table. So, the insert is a command. By using the insert command, you can insert the new records in the existing table. So, what is the syntax? Insert into table name values. Insert into table name values. What values you are assigning? You write the values, value 1, value 2, dot. So, here what you write? Suppose insert into table name. What is your table name? Table name is EMP. Employees mean table name. Insert into table name values. I want to insert the values. What are the values? Suppose I will write 1. 1 means employee number is 1. Okay. Suppose name is Aru. So, that will be written in a single quotation. The characters are written in a single quotation. Varchar and character type. Employee name is declared as a varchar type or it is a character type. So, that will be written in a single quotation. Number will be written in a not in a single quote. It is simply write the numbers. So, that means one record is inserted and one row is what is the output? One row created. One row created means one record is inserted. One row. Similarly, if you write 2, suppose RAM, 2 RAM, so 2 RAM will be inserted like this. So, this is a command to insert the records. Insert into table name values. In this way, you can insert the records. But the record is inserted, it is not visible to me, it is already in memory. How to display on the computer screen? The command is select. So, select is a command to display the records on the screen. So, what you write? Select star from. Star means all the records. Select star from table name. That means suppose we will write select star from EMP. That means all the records 1 and 2 all will be displayed on a computer screen. You may display some selected record also. I will not display all the records. How many records? There are 1 and 2 records present in a database. Suppose you write star here, all the records will be displayed. Suppose I want to display only one record, this record only. So, what you write? Select in place of star. You may be right, select star from table name, where you give the condition. Condition is, let be the condition is employee number is greater than 1. Employee number is greater than 1. This is the condition. So, what is the employee number is greater than 1 means 2. So, one record will be displayed. So, you give the condition, according to the condition, the record will be displayed. So, this is the syntax about select. Select means to select the records from the table and display on the computer screen. delete. So, delete the records. As I told, delete is a command to delete the records, not the whole table. The structure is still remain. Drop is used to delete completely the table as well as the records from the memory. But delete is a command which delete only records. Suppose employee table is there, employee number is there, employee name is there. Suppose number is 1, name is Aru, 2 is suppose Ram. Suppose I want to delete only delete the records, record only delete, but the structure of the database will not delete. Suppose you want to completely delete the structure, then you write the drop table name. So here I want to delete the records, all the records or maybe completely some selected records. So if you delete some selected records, you provide the condition, in which condition the record will be deleted. The syntax is like this: delete from, where to delete? From table name. So I want to delete the records from the employee table. So delete from table name. So what is right? So delete, this is the general syntax. Delete from, what is your table name? EMP. Means all the records will be deleted. That means 1, 2 record, all the 2 records will be deleted from the table. If I want to delete a one record or this record, you give the condition. Delete from table name where, provide the condition. Where is used. Delete from table name where condition. Where condition you give, what condition? So delete from employee where employee, where E number is greater than 1, where E number greater than 1. So E number is greater than 1 means this, so this record only delete, only second record will be delete. If you not provide any condition, where condition, so all the records will be deleted. So you may delete all the records or you may delete some selected records. Some employee left the organization. Suppose there are in a particular organization there are 100 employees. Suppose one employee left the organization. So you want to delete that particular record from the database. So what you write? Delete from table name. Table name is employee where you give the condition, name is this or employee number is this. So that much record only delete from the database. Other records are still in the table. So that is the concept of delete a particular records. So TCL is already over, TCL is already discussed in the last class. Revoke command, commit command and setback is already discussed. Only last command I will discuss, that is your DCL. Two important command we are using: grant command, grant and revoke. Grant is a command will provide the permission, because the database is here, there is a huge number of tables are there. Suppose employee table, suppose this is a student table, so many tables are there. So this is one table, this is another table, another so many tables are there. Suppose exam table, suppose this is a course table. So many tables are available in a database. So many users are there, number of users. User 1 is sitting in a computer, user 2 is also sitting in a computer, user 3 also sitting in a computer. So there are n number of users are sitting in a computer. So they are connected to the database. So not every user will access all the tables. Suppose exam section table, exam section table is very important or it is very confidential. Not all the users will access the exam data. So everybody's computer is connected to this database, that means everybody will access all the records. So U1 is a unauthorized person, that means U1 is not belongs to exam section. He or she belongs to suppose another section. If the permission will be not granted, U1 access the exam table and delete some records, maybe modifies the results maybe. So everybody will access the exam data and they will be manipulate the data. So what will the confidential maintained? So no confidential will be maintained. So that is a third person is present between the user and the database. The person is called super user. So super user means a database administrator. Every organization there is a administrator, or you can say database administrator. So a database administrator is a controlling authority which provide the permission to the user which part of the database will be used by which user. That permission will be granted by the super user. So that command is a grant command. So grant permission to different users. Revoke is just opposite. Suppose user 1 is provide the permission to access all the 4 tables. So this permission is granted by the super user. That means all the 4 tables will be used by U1. U1 read, write, update. All the permission will be granted to user 1. In further time, suppose I am an administrator, I want to withdraw this permission from the user 1. So the command is revoke. Revoke means what are the permission granted, that is withdraw it. That is called your revoke. What is your syntax? Very simple syntax. You write the grant command is like this: grant permission or provision. The syntax is just similar. Grant and revoke. The syntax is like this: grant privilege or grant privilege name. Which permission I will grant? Which permission I will grant it? The permission name I will be mentioned. Read permission, update permission, write permission. If you will grant it, so user will read a particular database, update something and write the update values. Or if I will provide only read permission, so only read that table only. If I will not provide any permission, the user not access that table. That means it is strictly, that is the permission is granted. So grant is like that. You write the grant. Grant is a command. Grant privilege name. Privilege means which permission? Privilege name. What privilege I will assign? So privilege name on object name. On object name. Object name means in which table I will mention. This permission granted to what? To a particular table name. Maybe table 1, table 2, table 3, or employee table or student table. That is their object. Object may be a table name or database name. This is the permission: read permission, write permission, or execute permission. Suppose employee table is here. This is a database. Suppose employee table is here. This is a student table. Another is suppose exam table. Suppose there are different users, user 1 up to user n number of users. So the third person is there. Suppose user 1, I want to provide the permission. Which type of permission I will provide? I will write the name. Name of the permission, suppose read, write, update. This permission I will provide. On what? On means on which table? The table name may be exam. So here the object name is exam table. In the exam table, I will provide the permission read, write, update. Then what? Then on you write the to what? On object to what? To a particular user. So you write the username. Suppose like this. In place of privilege, suppose I will write read, write, update. So read, write, update is a permission. So I will grant the read, write permission. Read, write, update permission to object name. Object name is suppose exam section, exam table. So exam is what? Exam is a table name. So read, write, update permission is granted to in which table? In exam table. So this permission is granted to what? Granted to username. What is the username? Username is suppose U1. That means the super user is here. Super user is this, is present here. The super user provide this permission on that particular table to what? To the user U1. That means user 1 will read, write, update the exam table. If only read permission is granted, only read permission will be granted, only read this database. If no permission will be granted, so the user 1 will not use exam tables. So this is just about your grant permission. Revoke is just opposite. Initially I will granted the permission, I will withdraw the permission. You write revoke. revoke. So, in place of to you write from. So, provide the permission to what? Then revoke means withdraw from. So, I will provide the permission to a particular user to U1 and withdraw permission from U1, means whatever the permission already granted, that will you withdraw. So, in place of to you write from, all are same. So, revoke, here you write again privilege name, on object name, then in place of to you write from, then user name. So, simple syntax is like that, revoke, whatever the permission is already granted, rewrite update is already granted. On which table? Exam table. To whom? To U1 is already granted. So, you withdraw this permission from U1. So, in place of to you write from. So, that is about withdraw the permission. So, this is about your data control language. TCL is already discussed, committed is already discussed in the last class, committed, rollback, save point is already discussed. So, this is basically about the DDL, DML, DCL and TCL commands we are using in MySQL. Okay, thank you all. So, this is I will complete my today's class.